Hi everyone. So I'm leaving tomorrow for a 7-day trip to Northern Ireland, which is beautiful. Matt's cousin's getting married, so we're going for the wedding. So it's only a 7-day trip, which is such a luxury because I can bring so few items with me compared to what I would normally be packing and lugging around with me. And I thought I'd take y'all with me and show you how I do a pack for a shorter trip, because we've already done the big one where I'm like, okay, we got to get everything out of here. You know, this time we get to leave most of the things behind in Vancouver. We just need enough clothes, enough toiletries, and, you know, little bits and bobs, computers, whatnot. And that's it. That is it. So I, of course, have my list. I can't do this without a list, like I would be lost. But clothes can all get done today, so I'm gonna go ahead and pack those up. I've just got, it's pretty simple. We're gonna do just 2 pairs of pants, 1 pair of pants for traveling. I like to travel in my athleisure wear and my stretchy pants. Yes, I am one of those white ladies. A couple of tanks and t-shirts, 1 heavy sweater, 1 lighter sweater, socks, underwear, and my dress. That's it. That's all I need. That's all I need. And they've got laundry at the hotel, which is fabulous, so I can do a load of laundry while we're there and reset ourselves. But yeah, this is gonna take me so little time compared to how long it usually takes. So I've got this handy power adapter. We got this before we went to Australia earlier this year, but it's got like EU, US is the same as us, so that's fine, UK and Australia. So yeah, this thing's really handy. And then it's got different, you can plug in some USB stuff. It's got 1 USB-C port. So yeah, you can charge a bunch of different things on this, and it's very nice and light, small, compact. We did have a second one that was really old. It was like a Samsonite one that I think my parents found when they were cleaning out my grandpa's house after he passed away, and they were like, hey, do you want this because you travel lots? And I was like, sure. And we were using it in Melbourne in Australia because it did have a Australian attachment, and it literally like exploded. A bunch of sparks flew and a puff of smoke, and then it was like melting. So it was fine. We didn't burn down the WeWork, but it was alarming. I think it was just really, really old though. I had 0 problems with this one. I got a new set of travel bottles and jars. I was just in a store last week and saw these and was like, oh, these are perfect. I've wanted to get some of these, I'll show you this slide. I've wanted to get some of these smaller containers for things like face cream, sunscreen, stuff like that, because I always end up bringing like the whole thing, which is fine, but it's quite large. When we're doing one of our big moves, when we're moving from one location to the next, I don't mind bringing the larger size of bottles and containers and stuff like that, because when we do those big moves, you know, we've got checked bags, usually 2 of them at least. So that's fine anyways. But with this trip, because it's so short, we're just gonna do carry-on bags only. So I was like, hey, these would be super handy. And I don't know if you guys can see, but they have labels as well. And I'm like, that's perfect, because I have had it happen in the past where I put 2 things in bottles that looked almost exactly the same, and then I was like, which one is which? So I'm very excited about the labels. They came in English and French because Canada. My French isn't that good though, so I'm gonna stick with the English labels. I wanted to show you guys this. This is a collapsible water bottle, and I love this for traveling, but also just my day-to-day life. So this is what it looks like when it's fully extended. Nice decent sized water bottle. And then you can squish it down to just this big. So this is really super handy for airports because obviously you can't bring a full water bottle through security. Most of the time, depends on the airport in the country, but typically that's a no-go, definitely in North America. So I love this because I can just toss this into my backpack or whatever my carry-on bag is, and it takes up almost no room. Once I get through security, I can go to a bottle fill station, and then if I don't have room in my bag when it's extended, it's got this nice little clip, so I can just clip it to my bag. Fantastic. Absolutely love it. I loved it so much, I also bought a collapsible coffee mug. And this thing's great too. So pops out like this. It's gonna open it up so that I can pop this part out. So it extends to that, and then this is your sleeve. So it's just made of silicone. It can go in the dishwasher. You can clean it. It's fantastic. Absolutely love both my water bottle and my travel mug. These are both so, so great for nomadic people. I also like it just for taking to work or like dance classes, because those places, I know they have like a water fill station. So again, I don't have to carry a full bottle of water in my backpack, which, you know, that can get kind of heavy, right? So I can just bring this, fill it up when I get there, and I'm good to go. I tried other collapsible water bottles before that weren't the silicone kind. They were just like, kind of like a plastic sleeve, and those got pretty nasty. Those were difficult to clean out. I don't recommend those ones. Pretty sure they just, after one use, it just grew mold, and that's no good. We don't need that. But this is silicone, so I can pop this in the dishwasher. I can wash it out with like hot soap and water, and then put it upside down to dry, and it'll fully dry out on the inside. Just amazing. Absolutely amazing. So before you go, you need to make sure that you've got your passport, which obviously I had mine readily available because I just used it. We've checked in for our flight. We got that sweet, sweet deal on the upgraded seats, which I am so stoked about. I've got my eSIM card for the UK for when we're in Northern Ireland. We are landing in Dublin, which is south. It's Republic of Ireland, so it's not the same system in terms of the cellular network, but that's fine. We're only gonna be there for a short while, and then we're taking the bus up to Mahara, which is in Northern Ireland, and then Matt's cousin's gonna pick us up and take us to Coleraine, which is where we are staying. I think I'm gonna keep it pretty simple for items to carry onto the plane, since I'm probably gonna be sleeping most of the long flight. I'll bring some podcasts. I'll definitely bring books, of course. I'm reading Yellowface right now by R.F. Kuang, and it's so good. It's so good. I'm loving it. And I think that's it. I'll have my laptop with me, but I generally don't use it. There's not a lot I can do for my like work prep stuff without having Wi-Fi. And even if the airplane offers Wi-Fi, WestJet usually does. Like, there's a fee for it, but it's available typically on most flights. But it's very, very slow. So I'm thinking I'll probably just do relaxing stuff and not really any work stuff. Maybe, we'll see. I mean, I've got quite a bit of time at the airport in Calgary where I could definitely get a little chunk of work done. I do also clean my space before I leave and make sure it's like tidy and organized. I just really don't like coming home to like a messy, disorganized, or, you know, kind of dingy space. Like, if I haven't done the floors, if the kitchen hasn't been done, the bathroom hasn't been done, like, it just feels bad. So I much prefer coming home to a nice clean space. And I am just getting over a cold right now. I got sick last week, and Matt very kindly did all of the cleaning this afternoon before he went to the gym, so I didn't have to do it. I'm doing a lot better, but I'm still working on my energy levels, so that was really sweet of him. He's the best. He's the best. Tomorrow is going to be a long day because we've got getting from Vancouver to Calgary, and that flight's not too long. It's about an hour and a half. And then we've got a 4-hour layover in Calgary, which is pretty long, but I'm hoping WestJet has a lounge there, given that that is their hub. That's their flagship. They should. I need to look into it though. And then 8-hour flight to Dublin from Calgary. Honestly, at this point, an 8-hour flight, I'm like, seems easy. It is overnight, but we got that sweet deal on the upgrades, so we're good. We're totally good. I'm actually really excited about the flight now. Before I was like, yeah, the flight will be maybe kind of rough, but it'll be fun when we get there and we get to see the family and stuff. So we haven't been back to Ireland since 2016, that's a long time. That's almost 10 years. So yeah, it's been a solid 8 years since we've been there. Too long. everything fit in one packing cube. And like, there's room to spare. I could squish a little bit more in there if I needed to. So that's exciting. I'm almost wondering if we only need the one carry-on, but we'll see. Matt tends to pack more than I do. He likes his things, and you know, that's fine. That's fine. So I think that's it for me for today. I'll pick this back up again tomorrow. I'll let Matt do his. I don't pack for him. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but I'm still recovering from my cold. I'm still working on my energy levels, so I'll let him pack his stuff, and then it's just toiletries and pack my computer and my iPad, a book. That's about it. Then we'll be off to the airport tomorrow, so I'm feeling so relaxed about this trip. This is so easy. I don't even have to go to the bag drop. I can just go right to security. Amazing. I think I do have to put my bag through security open, but that's fine. We're not worried about that. All right, so that's it. That's how I pack for a 7-day trip. Hopefully you guys found some of this helpful. As always, any questions, just let me know. Bye.